In the major scale master pattern, the index finger passes from large to small strings in the order of fourths: 7, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1. And if you had a seventh string, it would go to 4. That's the master pattern. Notice that these are the same interval, and when I go to the second string, I have to go up a fret because of our change of tuning. And that would occur like this if starting at scale tone 7, it would occur like this with half step, whole step, ascending towards the body of the guitar, half step, whole step, and then whole step, half step, whole step, half step. So at scale tones 7 and 3 with the index finger, it's half, whole, half, whole, half, whole. And with 6 and 2, it's whole step, which is 2 frets, half step, whole step, half step. And at 2, it's also whole step, half step. And remember, I'm going up 1 fret because of the change of tuning. And this is 5 with double whole step, 1 with double whole step, and if you had a 7th string, it'd be double whole step again. This pattern can start with any tone on the 6th string. If you look at the diagrams above, if I start on fingering 5, for instance, in C major, I was in C major now, by the way. If I was in fingering 5, this would be 5, and I start off with the 3 double holes at 5, 1, and 4. Then where the pattern starts over, my index finger has to go up a fret because from 7 to 4 is not a perfect fourth. It's 3 whole steps or 6 frets, where any other note in the major scale, like if I started on 5, 5, 6, 7, 1, is instead of 5 fret interval, because any other interval like that one has a half step within it somewhere. The 3 to 4 or 7 to 1 half step is within it somewhere. Okay, so now let's start building from these fingerings. You can memorize all these fingerings and use what I've just told you to learn them. And let's start building in position fingerings from those. First, memorize this set of 7 major scale fingerings on the first and second string, second and first string, and orient them to the second string, which I call tracking. So the second string, we're going to track 1, 2, 3, 4, half step, right? 5, 6, 7, 1, and the other half step from 7 to 1. And in each one of those, play 6 notes. You could just read right out of the diagrams above for in position, and be aware that where there's a parentheses on the top note on the second string on the diagram on the top note, like 5 and fingering 1, we're going to use that. That's an option note, but we're going to use the option this time. Also in fingering 4, we're going to use that 1, and in fingering 7, we're going to use that 4. So fingering 1, now I'm using the number 1 in regard to the lower note on the second string. Might be a little confusing, but I'm going to call this fingering 1 when I'm just playing these 6 notes. You see my cursor there. So it goes 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then start at 2. Notice that change of interval on the top, and that was because it's 4 to 7, right? It has to go up a fret when you go to 4 to 7, like this, that diagonal angle. And then I'm on fingering 3. I know it says 6, but remember, I'm numbering after the second string. 3. And 4. That was this one. And then 5 here as part of fingering 1. That's still in C. And this is 6, 7. That was 6. Here's 7 and 1. Or 1 is here as well. So here are all of them. Just watch my fretting hand here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1 reoccurring. So memorize all 7 of those. And now we'll work on converting the 3-note per string fingerings to in-position fingerings. In each fingering, we're going to play from the lowest pitch with the index finger on the 6th string to the highest pitch, or the one closest to the body of the guitar, on the 3rd string. And then we're going to find that duplicate note from the 3rd string on the 2nd string, 4 frets lower. This was fret 12, so that's fret 8. And then play up the scale 6 notes. And those 6-note groups, again, were, this is scale tone 5. They go 5, 6, 7, 1 down here, or it could be up there. 2, 3, 4, and back to 5. Okay, so in fingering 1, 3-note per string, as you see above here, I'm going to play, like I said, from 6th string 1 to 3rd string 5, the highest note on the 3rd string. And the notes I add on by moving that 5, see my cursor here, 5 on the 3rd string to the 5 on the 2nd string. It's actually part of the fingering before it in the cycle. Before fingering 1, it's a cycle. So fingering 7 is before it. So see here, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. That's what we'll put on the first 2 strings. When we do the next fingering, we'll go 2 on the fingering 2 to on the 6th string to 6 on the 3rd string, then find that duplicate on the 2nd string, and then play from the fingering before it right here, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can always look back to the left. And if you're on this one, looking back to the left is looking at the end, actually, because it's a cycle. Okay, here's the whole deal. Fingering 1. That's 5, and I put that on the 2nd string and continue 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. So I get, now I get this in position fingering. Notice there's a duplicate of 5 here and here. You can use your own discretion when you're playing those and choose either note. Fingering 2 goes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put that 6 back here on the 2nd string and play 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. I chose to play the note on the 2nd string, and you should do that, by the way, on these 3 frets in the fingerings where there's a note on every string on the same fret, which is where there's a 2 on the 6th string, or a 3, or a 6. Those 3, when you're building these fingerings, when that can be the top of the fingering, here's the in-position fingerings that we're building. See fingering 2 here, it has all the way across. When you're building from the 3-note per string fingering, you could choose either the 6 here on the 3rd string or the 6 on the 2nd string. Choose the one on the 2nd string in all these cases for fingering 2, fingering 3, where the notes are all on the same fret there. Choose the option on the 2nd string. Okay, back to the 3-note per string. So fingering 3 now. I'm at 3 of the key of C, that's an E note. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 14, so I subtract 4. Yeah, that's 16, sorry. 16, subtract 4, and that's 12. And then I continue 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, fingering 4 now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. And then find the duplicate on the second string and continue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And altogether you get duplicate. And fingering 5. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. Find the duplicate 2 in the second string, continue. So that's then duplicate. Fingering 6. 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. Duplicate on the second string. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. And then we're back to that last one, fingering 7. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. And here's the 4 in the second string. 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. I'm going to choose this option because I have the 4 in either of those places. And that's it. Just go through this step by step. It's a little complicated, but not that bad. And there may be, like many people, decades have gone by, and you never learned all 14 of the major scale fingerings, 7 in position, 7 3-note per string. More guitar players don't know those than know them.